just thinking out loud a little bit. Maybe there's a download happening here, maybe not. I'm not sure with this one, but you know, with the shroom one with okay, first of all with Christianity, definitely. I think that like the angel demon dichotomy is not nearly strong enough. It doesn't, you know, it doesn't encapsulate the reality of what is. You know, there's all kinds of spirits and agendas and stuff, and so I think it creates a problem where it's very difficult to then pin down like what is meant by demon, what is meant by angel, because it like especially the minute you go onto the astral plane, you see the enormous variety of beings that actually do exist, and it's kind of like what gives, you know? I thought it was angels and demons out here, but I haven't even seen an angel or a demon yet. I just see weird shit, you know, that I don't have any context for, in any like popular religion. And eventually I found angels, and some people find angels quickly, and some people find demons quickly, and you know what have you. But I think even people are taught to be scared of beings that are okay, maybe they're a little bit low vibes, but I struggle to neatly categorize them, certain beings, as evil, you know? And yeah, I have a bit of a problem with that. And, you know, there's all kinds of New Age groups categorizing this and that and the other thing, and having all kinds of opinions, because there's people out there that are gray star seeds. They're like, yeah, the grays are great, you know? There's people out there that are some other star seeds. So I think the old, you know, just started to expand on that. I think I was about to jump too quickly from that topic. Not everyone knows the silliness here. You know, depending on which starseed someone is, that I think they'll tend to vilify different groups. Or, you know, basically they'll have the stance of the actual race out there, but it's more like pretty earthly politics in some cases. And I know a lot of people probably wouldn't want to hear this, and, you know, it's not like everyone's listening to me right now anyways, or, you know, perhaps more people than I think about that sometimes. You know, the old version of this, where I was going with this, the old version of this was, it was religious. It was like angels and demons, and that was like, yeah, the groups that were good or bad. And you can even see how in religions over time things transformed, like daimons becoming demons when they were just neutral before. You know, and maybe fair enough, the Jinn are... I don't like the take that the Jinn are just, you know, that everything is Jinn. Some people have this take. I don't like it. I don't take that seriously. I don't think everything's a Jinn. I think that there's a lot of different things going on, and Jinn is simply one of them. And, okay, you can call everything a Jinn, and perhaps that's, you know, technically accurate for the area. I don't know, for me, I've seen a separate, like, class of spirits that are what the, like, particular names of particular Jinn refer to. So, you know, I'm not really... yeah, I think that the Jinn and Goetic beings have some overlap. Like, I think Asmodeus is probably one of the Jinn in the, you know, in the rote. Asmodeus is Ashmadeva in Zoroastrianism, in the, you know, Persian tradition. So, you know, and this is another thing, is this makes me wonder if Astras and the Puranas and whatnot were just like I'm saying, just beings out there. Although I will say there is a common theme of that which is below is quote-unquote evil. And the reason for this is because they're gross and materialistic. They are materialized. So if the goal is to go back up, why would you use beings down? That's the logic. And I think it's a little bit flawed in some ways because you have to know yourself to purify yourself in order to move yourself to be mobile. And I think most people don't deal with such beings in that way. But like Qliphoth, I think, well, Qliphoth and Sephiroth both have a microcosm of them in the soul of every person, and this is totally based. This is what Plato said, and of course, the Tree of Life is just based on Plato or Plotinus's work at least, but probably Plato's work. I've changed my mind on this. I mean, maybe I was right before, but yeah, I think Plato. Our Plotinus is telling us what Plato taught, like secretly. Yeah, I don't think he's adding something new. But although maybe he did. So there's two options in my mind there. But I'm kind of leaning towards Plato always taught this stuff. Especially hearing about, I think it was Pythagoras who was seen in two places at once, and Plato took some inspiration at least from Pythagoras. So, anyways, yeah, I guess I wish people understood more the complexity baked into all of this.